I sure hope there weren't any mistakes in that episode, but we'll find out when my mom, Mrs. Monica, comes in and tells us what was wrong. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My son's visiting.
Yes, he is.
And we have one of our big nights planned for tonight.
What are you going to do?
We're going to go with Eric and Nate.
Fun.
To Morton's.
Oh, and you're going to have
smoke
diarrhea.
Cigarettes.
You're not going to smoke cigarettes.
Going to talk on the phone at the table like a hard line. Smoke cigarettes, drink, I guess, martinis is what you drink.
That's right.
And then maybe some Hannes on the way out.
A little Hannes.
But this night, the sky's the limit because Kristen and Lincoln are out of town.
Mm-hmm.
They're in New York.
Yeah.
And so it's me, Delta, and Aaron. We've dubbed it Boys Time. She, in fact, insisted that he call her a boy yesterday.
Okay, great.
This is guys' time.
Guys' time. Okay, great.
They're all out there. This is bros time. A lot of bros time going on. So I asked Carly, can Delta come over tonight so that I can go out to eat with the boys? Oh. Can she come hang at your house? And she was like, of course. And then Delta was immediately like, see if is it okay if I have a sleepover?
Fun.
So now they're having a sleepover, which everyone's excited about.
So you're home alone.
Guilt-free for me to have the night entirely off. So I don't know where this night will take Aaron and I, because I do have light fantasies of us tackling all the hiking trails on the electric motorcycles.
At night?
At night, because it's illegal.
Can you just
It sounds like such an adventure.
Just do the right thing. Just watch TV.
No, what about an enchanted motorcycle ride under the moonlight?
Why can't you just do
in the deserted trails?
It's like you have this beautiful house, you have a theater room, you have all this stuff, and it's not enough.
Oh, it's enough.
Now you're back to nature.
There you go. It's not. I think it's in the right direction. It's back what we would do when we were broke.
You could have just then done it and not had any of this stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't have an electric motorcycle. It'd have to be a noisy endeavor in the past. But now we can do it quite peacefully. No one will be disturbed. And we could have a real adventure that few people have had. I'm just putting it out there. I don't even know that my son will be up for it. My son gets nappy, you know.
Yeah, he's a tired boy.
He gets tired and he's on a different time zone.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Sorry if I'm grumpy. Oh. I have a big grievance. I don't know if I'm I feel kind of bad airing it, but I also don't feel bad because this is really, really bad. Oh, wow. Like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I booked a trip for Hawaii for July.
By yourself?
Ish. So I booked it and the plan was that Anna was going to come and that maybe some other people would come and we turn into a thing.
Yeah.
But I also knew I didn't really know my July schedule fully and that I might have to cancel it.
Yeah. What island did you pick?
It was more about the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was a Rosewood hotel. I've never been.
Okay.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I've heard great things. So, I pull it up, I book it, and now it seems that I will probably not be able to make that work. Well, definitely. So I went to cancel it. I called.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, you didn't book through us. And I was like, yes, I did. I went to the website and I booked it.
Yeah.
And I know it was. I'm looking at pictures. What?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you booked through this. That's a travel agency. And I was like, okay, well, regardless, can you cancel it?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you booked a non-cancelable room or reservation. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
First of all, the fact that this isn't even booked through you is majorly confusing to me.
Yes.
Secondly, I knew that I might 50-50 chance have to cancel. So I know this was not clear.
Yes.
And so then I get a hold of this agent, this agency. I'm
going to add to confirm your frustration. I often go to look at a hotel and the first thing comes up and it says it's the name of the hotel. And then I go to it and then I'll just happen to notice the web address. And I'm like, wait, wouldn't it say blank.com? There's a lot of places that masquerade as the actual hotel. Yes.
Exactly. So that's now what I'm thinking happened. I got like kind of scammed because I then reached out to this travel agency, which I guess is, I mean, it was booked. So it's not like a scam in that they just like took my money, but still. So I reached out and I said, hi, I need to cancel this reservation. They're saying it's non-cancelable. There's no way that was clear mixed with I feel certain I booked on the website. So I don't know if this was parading as the website. And they said, yes, you booked through us and it is non-cancelable, but we'll try to advocate on your behalf with the hotel. And then they came back and said, like, they can't do it. And I was like,
oh my God.
Oh my God. It's
thousands.
Too much money.
Yes.
For me not to
and
be
also,
like.
2 months is plenty of time to cancel.
Exactly. I was like, are you kidding me?
Well, I understand a 24-hour cancel. I maybe even understand like 3 days.
I know.
A month, fuck you.
A month.
Yeah, that's a fuck you.
Change in advance mixed with the fact that like this is shady. This whole thing is shady. Yeah. This is a nice hotel. Like, do the right thing. I don't know. It really bothers me because they're like, I can't. And I'm like, well, you can. You just press cancel and you give me my money back.
Yes.
It's not an I can't situation.
There's no lock on this computer.
Yeah. And I'm really freaking out because it's too much. It's like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I can't go because we have work.
Yeah. No, that's insane. And no one should be getting that amount of money for doing nothing.
Exactly. I'm like, so they're stealing my money. They're just about to steal way too much money from me.
You shouldn't even be able to sell a non-cancelable.
Exactly. What is
I hate the fucking airlines for this same reason. They'll give you like a credit and it's impossible to use the credit. We all know it's impossible.
Yeah.
How about this? You fucking refund shit when people can't use it.
Or, okay, again, you're right. I get if it's like you can't cancel within 3 days, 5 days even
2 weeks you would accept in this case.
In this case, I would accept that. A month and change?
No.
So honestly, this is a cautionary tale. And I mean, I'm maybe not going to say it yet, but I might say it in the next fact check. I haven't. The company, because really, like, everyone needs to be on the lookout for this because and I'm not a dum-dum.
If they offer one that's not cancelable, there should literally be a pop-up screen that says, are you sure you want to book a non-cancelable flight? Like, now, they make it clear when you buy an airline ticket. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You can do flexible rate. It's more, and then I'll go, like, if you get that charge of like, God, am I really going to commit to this? I'm not going to change it. And I am a cheapskate.
Yeah.
So I generally don't ever get the flex option.
Yeah, or
so
the
I'm like,
insurance.
I'm just going to stick to this fucking plan no matter what.
Yeah.
But no, hotel, I'm operating under the broad assumption that, yes, of course you can cancel a hotel room.
Yeah.
And how about this? If they don't refund your money, they should have to send you a picture every day of that room being vacant. They should not be allowed to then sell it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll keep it. Send me a picture of my room every day. Because if you put someone in there, then we don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that is frustrating.
I'm so frustrated and I don't really know what to do. And I'm feeling like a level of anxiety around it that is hovering and because it feels very unjust.
Yes.
And this should not matter at all. This shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I do feel compelled to say that I stay at a Rosewood hotel in New York a lot, also not a cheap hotel. So they have a lot
record.
of my money. Like,
they know you're valuable.
The right thing.
Yeah. They know you're a valuable customer.
Yes.
And they will lose you, right? You wouldn't book
Well,
again.
that's the thing, because I need to book a trip to New York. And I am like, I might not stay with this group. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's upsetting.
It is upsetting. That would upset me greatly. Yeah, that's very frustrating.
Yeah. Thanks for understanding.
I wonder if you'll feel better, though, if we take electric motorbikes up the trail tonight, like renegade boys, bad boys.
Oh, no, you're going to bring Frito?
No, I've been watching a lot of Steve Brule again lately.
Oh.
For people who didn't watch Steve Brule For Your Health, spinoff of Tim and Eric, it's so good.
So funny.
Yeah, he goes to the prison, and he says, "Those are all." He's talking to the warden. all these bad boys, you ever spank them? He's like, well, we don't spank. You ever spank their bottom cherry red?
Oh, gosh.
He's obsessed with bad boys and hunks.
Yeah,
Steve
of
Brule.
course. Of
So
course he
cute.
is. John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Put your hands together. That might be the deepest character I've ever seen in a comedy is John C. Reilly as Steve Brule.
It's very funny.
And he mispronounces every word. He's talking to one doctor. He's like, doctor on sex. What is sex? And the doctor starts telling him, he goes, okay, but what about the apprentice? When do we put the apprentice? He calls him penis apprentice. And he calls gambling grambling. He mispronounces like every fifth word. It's so funny.
Very funny. Okay, speaking of shows.
Yeah.
I came across a very sexy show.
Okay.
Recommended to me by a friend. I won't out her.
Oh. That's
unless
a feather
she
in her
gives me-
cap, whoever recommended
I agree.
it.
I agree. But yeah, she asked me if I'd seen the show and I should give it a try.
Yeah.
It's called Tell Me Lies. I think people might know it. It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Yes. And it is so sexual.
Like, what are we talking about? There's a lot of scenes of fucking or a lot of flirting scenes or the whole package?
A lot of scenes. Well, both. But
a lot of nudity?
Yeah, there's a lot of nudity. Like, there are scenes where I'm like shocked we aren't seeing the vagina or the actual penis. Like, we're seeing so much body that the fact that they're able to make it exactly covered right there is a feat.
It's a science.
Yeah, it is a science. Anyway, it was very sexy and
it worked for you.
It was working.
Because sexy stuff on TV always runs the risk of being very cheesy.
I don't know if the show's good.
Sure. That's okay. That's not what you're there for.
But that's not why I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there for the sexiness.
Like, you don't care how the steak is at Long John Silver's. You want to know what the fish is like.
Do you?
No, hush puppies.
Sure. Yeah,
What's the age group of the people that are fucking?
Oh yeah, so it's set in college. That's another thing. It's set in college. It made me miss college so much.
And did it make you think like, I want to go back to college, and this time I'm going to be a slut.
Kind of.
Yeah, that would be the fantasy, I think.
Know. But, it's not me.
Yeah. I know, like, I wonder if I would even have the same nostalgia for that kind of thing, because, like, I did do whatever I wanted.
No, because that's not what's actually causing the nostalgia, like the sex. It's the like...
Freedom?
No, the... excitement. Like, the first episode is their first day and they're moving in and it's just like, God, the life ahead, the excitement of being on your own but with your friends, and you're protected but you're dangerous, and you're going to bars and you're going, yeah,
you loved college.
I just loved it.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We are supported by Domino's. I have the app.
Me too.
It's not talked about in this ad spot, but I do got to give a shout out to the lava cakes. They're outrageous.
I want it right now.
At long last, Domino's finally has stuffed crust pizza, and not just stuffed crust, Parmesan stuffed crust.
Oh man, what are you waiting for?
Who doesn't love a little Parmesan? Nobody. That's who. It's hard to believe it's taken them this long to make a stuffed crust pizza, but let me tell you, this was worth the wait. They've taken their buttery flavored handmade pan pizza dough and stuffed it with melty cheese. And if that wasn't enough, they topped it with garlic seasoning and, yes, real Parmesan.
I can taste it.
I love mine smothered with pepperoni.
Ooh.
Oh, the more the better. Okay, all this talk about Domino's has got me hungry, and I think I've got tonight's dinner plans all figured out. Order Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza on the Domino's app and use code DAX to get any 3-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $11.99. That's code DAX on the Domino's app to try it today. Price is higher in some locations. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Delivery orders subject to local stores' delivery charge. Yeah, for me, it's different because by the time I got there, I was already older.
Right.
And then also my mother gave me so much freedom. So I was already like traveling around the country doing road trips. And, I had so much freedom that like going away to college to me didn't represent like freedom finally. It's like I kind of had a lot of freedom.
But it's a very specific kind of freedom that creates the euphoria.
It's like going on spring break for 4 years.
Yes, it is. It is. And because your freedom is your decision making, but you still feel insulate. Well, at UGA you do, because it's the campus go dogs. The campus is gorgeous, and it's like, it's not in a city, which I think is great. Like, I love that. It's its own thing, and there's a downtown. It's just all bars and restaurants, and it's heaven. It is so fun.
You should move back to
Athens. I would.
And just
live there.
Yeah, just feel it.
When I go back and I like walk the campus, I get so fluttery.
Yeah.
It's such a special place. Anyway, so it's set in college. And
I don't have that. Yeah. I go back and I like it a lot. And I remember feeling, that I can't believe I'm here feeling when I was there.
Yeah.
Which that's a nice memory.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're proud of yourself.
Yes, I was proud of myself. I kind of almost couldn't believe I was there.
Yeah.
I felt like they might sniff me out.
Yeah.
And then Anthro was quite exciting. So I liked the intellectual stuff I was learning. But I didn't go to bars with friends and go booty bumping.
Well, UCLA is not
Conducive.
that kind of campus.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And a lot of these schools that are very prestigious, but that and that I would maybe want to go to in some part of my brain, like NYU, is not like that. It's just all across the city. So there's something so great about it, like being its own thing. I wonder if you came to Athens now and you walked the campus, how you would feel. I bet you would feel like, oh, this is really cool.
I spent a lot of time in Athens.
Yeah, but
not walking around the campus.
You were high.
No, I was.
You were drunk.
I was
and
working,
high,
so I wasn't.
And also drunk.
I wasn't quite an alcoholic yet for a lot of those trips. Yeah.
Well, then so you were young.
Yeah, I would go there to work.
Too young. You were too young to understand.
Probably too young. I mostly remember the chickens that would fall off the semis.
Yeah, the stinky, the loop. They call that the loop.
Big poultry center.
It smells so bad.
I love it so much.
I miss it so much. Anyway, so sexy show.
Do you have a particular person, or just all the scenes? All the scenes are titillating. They all work, or have you locked on to a certain protagonist?
Yeah, there's the main guy. He is Katie Seagal's son in real life.
Yeah, and
he's like broody and hot, and he has a Ben Affleck quality.
A little bit naughty.
He's a bit naughty.
I wonder if he would be good for you.
I obviously Googled him. He's 29, so he's not
That's
for
fine.
me. No, that's young for me.
Oh, that's fine.
That's him.
Yeah.
Right now in the show, he has short hair. This is him with long hair.
Okay, a little bit even more bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever have a spank his bottom cherry red.
He sounds exactly like Frito.
There's some overlap. I mean, like neither of them are in Mensa. I think even though he's a doctor, which is the greatest part, is he's a doctor somehow.
Sure.
But I wanted to say earmark when you said it out loud because you were referencing. Have you started the Pee-wee Herman documentary?
No.
His life is so interesting.
Yeah.
And he went to CalArts from Florida.
Oh.
And he's older than I would have thought, right? I guess because he was playing a kid. But
Very confusing.
He was at CalArts, and you see these scenes, and he was in these and his cast members were David Hasselhoff and Katie Seagal.
Oh.
And someone else. And they're all like, it's so fun to see them at like CalArts.
Wow.
And they all made it. Yeah.
Fun.
There was a fourth person, but I love the notion of like each person carved out such different
niches.
Yeah. And Katie's like a tremendous actor.
Yeah.
Hasselhoff is Baywatch.
Come on.
Pee-wee Herman's the most unique thing in what he did.
Yeah.
Elvira.
Elvira, you're a little too. Are you too young for Elvira?
I know the name.
She was humongous. She was like, I guess she would remind you of someone on the Addams Family.
Yeah, I thought
she had big boobs that were out. I was on a trip once where she was there as her normal herself, and she was
Cassandra
awesome.
Peterson.
Yeah, I think she was also. She was in the Groundlings. I don't know if she was at Cal Arts, but she was in the Groundlings. Look at that makeup.
Yeah, I know about her. I thought Elvira was like a character in a movie or something.
She is a character, and she would pop up in things.
Okay.
She's a little bit like Pee-wee Herman, like character that went everywhere. And then you come to find out that Paul Rubens was like Pee-wee was a full-time character a lot.
Yeah.
Before he was even that character.
Wow.
It was very
Also, rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's sad.
really sad. But great doc though. I'm excited to watch.
How do we know how he passed?
Cancer.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
He was only 70. That's too young.
It is too young. But I wouldn't have thought he was 70. Like in my mind, Pee-wee Herman's probably currently 58.
I think Pee-wee Herman's always been 70.
You do, yeah. Yeah. That's my 12-year age gap on you.
Well, no, it's because he looks so strange as Pee-wee Herman.
Well, because he's a boy, but he's a man.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Just to remind anyone who didn't hear my retelling of when I showed my kids
And
Pee-wee
I was
Herman.
there for this. And I was also seeing it for the first time.
And everyone was confused.
And none of it made any sense.
And then I got to see it through y'all's eyes, which I was like, oh yeah, I guess I never did figure out whether he's a boy or not. He rides a bike around, but does he live on his own, but he's a boy?
Also, okay, if you like search Pee-wee Herman, you know, when it gives an overview and it has like Wikipedia, like the family, it says Herman, father.
Yes.
But deceased.
The dad is deceased.
But like, is he real? Aren't these characters?
Oh, wait, now I'm confused.
Yeah, I think this is like Pee-wee Herman's dad, Herman.
Oh, on the show, he was Herman.
But it's deceased. Did he die? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh my God, the sister's name's Hermione.
On the show or
Pee-wee's
Paul?
sister's name is Hermione.
Okay. Yeah, he's a really interesting story where he was fully out of the closet.
Pee-wee or Paul?
Paul.
Okay.
And then went back in the closet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, is it that he went back in the closet or he became bi?
No.
Before bi was a thing.
No. He went back in the closet.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is so weird because he like became self-conscious about it, which is so fascinating. You would never think.
Oh my gosh. Do you think it's because he didn't like the idea that like Pee-wee was then being associated with being gay? Because
that's what I would have assumed, right? Like, oh, you got to protect kids from this in the 80s. Pee-wee can't be gay.
Exactly.
That would have been my assumption. But no, it was more he fell in love.
Oh.
And he lost himself. He lost all of his ambition by just being happily in love. But the relationship wasn't perfect, as none are. And I think he got to a point where he's like, what happened? I think his own dad said to him, like, Herman said, I'm happy for you, but I think you've lost all your ambition. I think this relationship can't be the only thing you're pursuing in life.
Oh, wow.
And so I think a lot of it, I think he maybe felt like if he were satisfied in that domain, he wouldn't have been as ambitious in the other.
That's interesting.
And then he had this kind of character that was Pee-wee before the makeup and everything, but he would be on, he'd be on other guest starring on shows and he's kind of acting like Pee-wee or he went on the dating game as Pee-wee as like a bit.
Oh.
And the girl picked him.
Oh.
Yes.
The girl wanted to date Pee-wee.
Yes, before we knew what Pee-wee was.
We still don't know what he is.
We don't. No one will ever know. Is he a boy? Boys shouldn't be on the dating game.
It gets so complicated so quick when
Yeah,
you start pulling the thread of Pee-wee.
Of Pee-wee.
Like, Pee-wee is such a stupid name.
I know.
It's really funny.
It is, yeah. There's a reason I've already forgot it. He stole it from, I want to say some toy or something he had. So he's an adult, but he's calling himself Pee-wee.
I can't.
It's a little perverse.
It
too.
is. It starts to.
You're starting to feel the hidden, the closetness is seeping
danger.
out to other places.
But but then it doesn't mean he was a pedophile just because he was gay.
Oh, I'm not saying that at all.
I know, but Pee-wee
Pee-wee's like, I want to be a Pee-wee.
dancing on pedophilia.
If you hook up with him.
Right.
A harmonica brand. The
What?
one inch harmonica brand is where the name came from.
Oh, right.
Oh, well, it's a harmonica brand.
He had a harmonica and the brand name was Pee-wee.
Oh.
And I think that was part of his,
I might watch that after I finish my sexy show.
Okay. If you have anything left.
If I have any juice in the tank.
If you don't. Shrivel up and die.
Uh,
They would say boys would go blind from masturbating. I don't know what they said about women. What would that happen to them? They would shrivel up, die of dehydration?
no, I think it's like we get to because we have multiple orgasms.
Right, but the going blind was a threat. Like, it's basically a deterrent for masturbating. You'll go blind.
Yeah.
I don't even understand that.
Yeah, it's like syphilis. I think it's like you give yourself syphilis.
Sure, something. But what were they saying to girls?
Like you're a slut, you'll never find love.
You're a fucking whore.
You're nasty.
Yeah, you're despicable.
And you're disgusting and you stink.
Yeah. And will you join me in the bedroom?
Well, we have. There's an upcoming episode that's sexy. So this is like.
It's in the air.
It's in the air. Yeah.
Spring, summer. It's a time. Yeah.
Summer fling, spring.
What episode are you on in this section?
4.
4.
Yeah.
How many are there?
I don't. That's a good question. I mean, one of the episodes is called. It's called.
Eat my ass?
No, take off. What is it? Take off your pants. Is it take off your pants? Take off your pants and jacket.
Yeah, that's a Blink-182.
It's like a thing you say in 5th grade.
Okay.
Is the name of a episode.
Take off your pants and jacket.
Like
That's
it's
funny.
essentially porn.
I think these are song titles from bands because they've got "Sugar We're Going Down Swinging" as
Oh.
a song. That was a Blink-182 song. Take off your pants and jacket.
Oh, it was,
Leave it
but
to
they took it
Rob.
from the 5th graders.
Rob anchored it out of the perverse into the
You
music.
did,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're doing it
They're
to
playing
be
games,
nasty.
reindeer games.
They're nasty.
Do you want to do facts?
Yeah, I think we should move into facts.
Okay, wonderful.
Alex Cooper facts. There really aren't very many facts at all because this was such a personal story.
Okay. Could you make some up because Groot's here?
Groot's here, and I do feel sad that he's here for one where there aren't that many facts, and I know he's looking to me to give facts.
I've told him that you have all the facts.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make up facts because I'm very honest.
Yes, that's another quality of Monica's. Is she's
Hey,
very
Groot.
honest. And she has a lot of integrity. He's so happy. He doesn't mind. This guy he can't ruffle his feathers. Yeah. I think everyone should have a Groot.
I know.
Everyone should carry one around.
Okay, so we talk about couples therapy at the beginning of the show, and since then we've both. Have you finished it?
I haven't finished it.
Okay,
Have
since
you?
then I've started and finished it. I also did what Alex did. I watched the whole thing
One sitting.
in one fell swoop, as I tend to do.
You do this always.
I do.
And so my question to you is, are you only allowed to start things at like 4 p.m. as a rule? Because you know what you're going to do?
No, I don't.
You lie to yourself.
I lie. Yes, I lie to myself, and it really fucks me over. I mean, so this happened with you.
Yeah.
The
Don't.
show on Netflix.
This is going to be a battle.
For the listener, Dax really hates it now that
And
we're
I've
living
expressed
in.
it, and I've asked very kindly and gently if she could say the show you or the Netflix show you, but she always just says you and looks right at me,
And then
just
I
like
say,
the Laura Ingraham.
I
issue.
do, because I want to live in that video.
You want me to go so stupid?
Oh, there's a show called Dax Shepard on Netflix.
There's a show called Dax Shepard on Netflix. This is stupid. We've never done a show on measles. Also, how was there a fucking episode of you about measles?
Yeah, there was.
This isn't about a serial killer.
Yes, but
Did he infect someone with measles to kill him?
No, no spoilers, but a kid gets measles.
Oh, okay.
Because of
This is like a C storyline?
yeah, in one of the seasons, a kid gets measles by a family that is unvaccinated.
Okay.
Which leads to the demise of that family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Got-
I have finished You. It was 5 seasons. I finished it.
Okay.
And by the end, I was like, I have to finish this tonight because this is interfering with my well-being. I am up so late. I feel hung over the next day, like when kid goes to a sleepover and they get no sleep, and then the next day they're just like dead.
Yeah.
That's what my life was. So I finished.
You've been kind of in a fog.
I don't know what's been going on.
Yeah.
Other than like what he's been doing, Joe Goldberg.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And
well, you're not going to believe this. This was completely unimaginable when you entered your fog.
What?
But Elon and Trump are no longer friends.
What? I can't even imagine how that could happen. What a shock. Two very reasonable people. I can't believe it.
From the second they became best friends, I was like,
duh.
What's the over under on this friendship?
I know. Just craziness.
Anywho.
I really enjoyed it. And I have to say, Penn Badgley, really hot.
Oh, I was like,
Also,
is she going to say great actor or sexy?
I actually was going to say great actor.
Great actor.
It is, that role is tough. He has to play so many facets, evil, but kind and in love, like that, because that's what's like propelling all this. He convinces himself he's in love. He's doing all this out of love. And you believe him, which is weird because it's very complicated. I heard him do an interview before I saw the show. I heard him do an interview where he was basically like, I'm really ready to be done with this show.
Oh, okay.
And I thought it
so
was
maybe
like
you shouldn't have had him on the promo tour.
I thought it was kind of like, that sounds sort of ungrateful. And then I watched it and I was like, of course, living in that head for that long. He said he started when he was 30 and he's about to be 40. So this is like 10 years of time.
Wow.
That's heady.
That reminds me, there was a moment on week 3 of Seth and Matt and I's promotional tour from Without a Paddle, which I know when they were on, we discussed a little bit how loony we all went by the end, where I punched Matthew in the middle of an interview with a boxing glove.
Yep.
And there were starting to be some murmurs of, that's also the tour that I got kicked off Conan on.
Oh.
And I think there was definitely some murmurs of like, it might be time to pull them off the road because they might start damaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like you were. Wow. Anyway, that's a ding, ding, ding because Penn's been on Call Her Daddy.
Oh, he has.
So anyway, I finished that and then I watched Sirens in one day.
I want to see that. Is it good?
Yeah.
What if that was on the poster? Yeah. Monica Padman, did you like it? Yeah.
To me, a kind of a slowish start-ish, but by the end, I really, really liked the message. I liked what they did. It's only 5 episodes, limited series. I cannot get enough of Megan Fahey. I love her. White Lotus season 2.
Yes.
I think she's such a good actress.
Yeah.
She's so expressive, but also very natural. I can't get enough of her.
Well, I love her.
I love
her.
Anywho, so I watched all of Sirens. And I watched all of Couples Therapy. And now I'm out of shows.
You've done about 150 hours of TV since you started the bit.
I know. You know what? You're right. The pit got me back into TV.
I know, because you were kind of out around New Year's. And I didn't like that. But then now you've gone so hard. I don't know about that.
Why? Can you just accept me for who I am?
I do. But what's so lovely about you is whatever you're doing is coming out. So it's like every guest, we got to find out if they like the pit and then you.
One thing about the show that's great is it does explore the original question when I first brought up the show, and I was like, it's weird. Like, he's hot.
Yeah.
And I know he's not supposed to be hot.
You feel bad
You
for
feel
thinking he's hot.
bad. And then, but I am against vigilantes in real life. You know, that whole conversation that it sparks, it answers it.
Oh,
like,
it does.
It kind of goes right at that.
Oh, good.
And in the finale, that whole idea of us as a society doing that is addressed.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. It's a good
Well, before you
show.
stop over-consuming TV, will you please watch Mobland so we can talk about
I
something?
want to talk about it with you, but I don't think it's for me.
It is. It's for
Really?
everybody. It's like Game of Thrones. It's awesome.
Okay, I really.
It's so good. Every single person that's watching it is like obsessed with how good it is.
Okay. Think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, couples therapy, great show,
Yeah,
great
Orna,
season.
friend of the pod.
Orna, friend of the pod.
Oh, when I posted that picture of Groot, someone wrote, Groot, friend of the pod. That made me so happy.
He
Groot,
is a friend of the pod. He is.
Because he had that whole story. He's like a friend of the pod.
Sure. Well, now he really is. Friend of the pod means you've been on the podcast. So he is now a real friend of the
I
pod.
think you can be a character and be a friend of the pod. Like Amy Hansen's never been on the show, but she's definitely a friend of the pod.
That's not how I
That's not your
how I
definition.
use
That's
it.
fair. Yeah.
Okay. So couples therapy is a fact that it's good
Yeah.
and that people should watch it.
That is a fact. Did I tell you the funny thing about Jerry Springer, that doc? You didn't watch it, right?
Mm-mm.
But you saw it, I'm sure, on Netflix. It was like always at the top for a while.
Okay.
It's fucking wild. It's one of these situations where it's like you're reminded of what we lived through and how normal it seemed, but is absolute insanity.
Yeah.
You know, skinheads hitting people with chairs,
Yeah.
naked chicks out there. I mean, it was bonkers. But what was so funny is one of the segment producers was saying they did have people come on that were lying, right? Because they just wanted to be on Jerry Springer. And she's saying, you know, these people that came on live, she goes, it serves me right because I had broken our rule. We had an official rule. Nobody from Boston's allowed.
Oh my God. That's great.
That fucking cracked me up so hard. Like, as a whole city, you're too fucking untrustworthy to be on Jerry Springer.
What is it about Boston? Because there's other cities that to me are the same.
I think Boston's wilder than any city. The folks in Boston are wild.
Even more than Miami?
Yeah. They're a different
Wow.
kind. I mean, like Southie and Charleston
Sure.
and all. I mean, it's just they go hard.
But so does, yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess. It's just funny to me.
I've been to all these cities, and I'll tell you that Boston is the place that I am most on high alert. There's
Wow.
always a young dude that's ready to pop off and do something absolutely crazy. That just
Yeah.
seems standard.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting.
Yes. And I relate to them because they're like, when I always try to say, like, if you think you're white trash or you've been called white trash, you come to own that and enjoy the fact that you're disgusting these fancy people.
Right.
Like, at some point you just got to go like, oh yeah, I'm fucking disgusting. You know, like
Yeah, you're owning it.
I feel like just as an ethos, they've embraced that a bit.
Okay. Redheads and anesthetic. Redheads have been found to be more resistant to local anesthetics like lidocaine and may need more systemic anesthesia like inhaled anesthetics to achieve the same level of sedation. This is thought to be related to the MC1R gene mutation, which also determines the red hair color and may influence pain sensitivity. Also, that's it. Not very many facts because, again, it was a very personal story and we're grateful we got to hear it. Really candid and lovely.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that she went through that.
It's fucking, I hate it.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
do
thing
too.
you've dedicated your whole life to, your greatest love in life
It's
is
sad.
completely taken from you.
Yeah. It's not really unfair.
I hate it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But I don't hate you.
I don't hate you.
I hate you. The
I
show.
love you.
The show.
The show.
Bye.
Bye.